We are. And there we go.
Boom.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, we got the chat over Josh's face again.
No. Leave it there. I can be like this. Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Okay, hold. No. Fuck.
Hello and
Try
welcome.
I don't know.
I'm sure once we get into the...
Why don't you just leave it? It's like...
we could do this
I am
screen
one
too.
with the chat. How about that? I can be one with the chat. You see, the chat is inside me.
Oh, wow.
It's inside me.
That's very terrifying. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Toronto edition of the Fowler Production live stream.
Part 2.
Part 2. Actually, part 3, because we did one in the studio at Grayson.
Oh, shit.
We did one before we went to Grid Life, and here we are again.
We did it in the basement?
No, in Grayson.
Oh, we did it in the basement. In their basement.
Yes.
Right.
The audio is scuffed. Oh, this is great. Already. What's it? Oh, it's this freaking interface. How about now? Does it sound like a cell phone signal? Hold on. Okay, let me listen to it. Audio static moment. Can you still hear it? Is it gone now?
Should we just take the phones and throw them in the garbage?
I'm waiting the delay to see if
That's a question I actually
Sounds
about
like
this
the-
show.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to the stream. Yeah, it's the cell phone noise. It's that friggin' interface. The grounding isn't good on it. Okay, how about now? I think we're probably good. I'm gonna have to put my phone over here, I guess.
This is audio interface in case of emergency.
Yeah.
That rhymes in a strange, almost
Poetic way.
It does a thing.
Well, the problem is I left my audio interface in the car because we didn't unpack it when we got back at midnight last night, and we have to use this kind of broken one. So I'm just gonna hold this phone over here or stand it up against this bowl of meatballs.
I'm just gonna sit here and make fucking funny faces.
Okay, I mean you're pretty good at it.
I forgot my moments.
Okay, motherfucker, we're using Josh's interface
Which I don't really use that much at all anymore because...
it's broken.
Well, that wasn't the reason why I stopped using it.
Okay, how's this? Can you read that okay at all? That's where the chat's gonna be. All right. Anyway, slow start. Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, we listen to tracks and give our thoughts and feedback in as honest and technical methods as possible. If you want to submit for future streams, go to the Discord server. It's discord.gg/FWLR FWLR music. And let's hop over to FL Studio and start listening to some tunes that have been submitted this week. I want to make sure I got them all. I believe I've got them all. We got 11, so not as long as last time. We went a little bit over last time, so that's kind of nice. I'm extremely tired, but I feel like this is going to wake me up.
Risky DJ, Que Pasa?
Risky? Risky? Oh, he's from the East Coast, I think. Okay. First up on the stream is HHS Your Name, made on the 5th of June.
Hold on for a second. Say that again?
HHS.
That sounds like a boat.
The HHS Your Name?
Does that, right?
Like your name is like
setting
the
sail.
placeholder.
Watch us set sail into the horizon.
It's like you're selling a boat to somebody. Like, this could be your boat. HHS Your Name.
Right. There you go.
Right.
Okay.
Also, I graduated from Hampton High School, which was HHS. So, okay, here we go. We're gonna take a listen. Okay, did I seriously screw this up already? I mean, this would... Okay, so funny story. When we were playing Grid Life, literally the first thing I did when I got up on stage was press the wrong button and launch the wrong clip.
But maybe it was the right button at the right clip for the right time at the right moments.
Okay. There seems to be a problem. Okay, I see... Did I put them in the wrong fucking folder? Oh, God.
Whatever started sounded like a Who intro. You know, I was waiting for like CSI to start kicking. I'm not wrong though, right?
Okay, whose stuff am I missing? Raham, can you solve this and and dump the ones I missed in the mod chat in the server or something. I feel like that's probably the best way of doing it.
I'm just gonna sit here and hit my puff bar.
Please, Rayhem. Thank you, Rayhem. Okay, we're gonna start with this one, and I'll add the ones that I've missed as Rayhem gets them to me. Okay, first of all, I actually really love what's happening musically here. I feel like the mix is a bit aggressive.
You just fucking totally chopped it. I just want to hear it drop to get to where it's trying to get to. If you're ready to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm ready to talk about it.
I feel like that we're nearing the end of the clip anyways. The outro wouldn't have changed where my direction, my thoughts were.
Okay, cool.
So all who intro kiddings aside, the arrangement is my favorite part. I don't know what this genre is. It's fast, it's furious, but it's not Vin Diesel. And so the production is... I just feel like whatever's supposed to be hitting is not hitting how it could be hitting.
I feel like
not just the percussion. I mean, like everything. It just feels like actually all the channel strips within the song are not.
I feel like all the channel strips are up. You know, like they seem to all be up all of the way or something.
And so again, you know, the reason why I'm not like is because the arrangement is like. I mean, that intro is fucking cool.
Yeah, musically, like the writing of the song is dope. It's the mix and the production that is lacking, and I think it's things like side chaining. There might be some side chaining there, but there's not much. And if you're really trying to get that kick drum to punch through, especially for kind of that hard style moment, I feel like you're definitely going to need to have some side chaining. And yeah, I think everything is just kind of up all the way. Like it just sounds like all the faders are up all the way. Yeah, and I saw Rayhem mention Puppet. I think that listening to some Puppet tracks for inspiration on the mix is probably a good idea. Okay, I can hear this cell phone
Again.
Yeah, that's good there. Okay, if you're on YouTube, go to Twitch because we can actually see the Twitch chat. The YouTube chat is literally on the floor.
Yeah, we're trying to do the YouTube chat to multitask it, but I'm like, I've got to be like over here, like some awkward stuff to eliminate. To be like,
you're over there sneaking a look at the YouTube chat. Yeah, so again, I think it's really just the production, like listening to Puppet and really listening to the drums. I think the drums are really side chaining and drums are gonna set this thing off quite a bit because you've got like this acoustic rock drum set thing happening, but it's not quite hitting as hard as like maybe layering it with some EDM style samples, you know, to give it more punch than just a rock kit. But I think listen to Puppet. And just to get some inspiration, see how maybe he layers his kick drums with like the rock drums, but also the EDM, the more powerful sampled bass drums. And keep on rocking, because like this track is really cool musically and writing wise, and I think as the production catches up with the musical aspects of it, it'll really come through. Anything else?
You're a good man, Fowler.
Thank you. You too. Okay, cool. Thanks for submitting. Let's check this out. Halo theme remix. Okay.
Wait, like TV show or fucking game? Because things are different. You know
I'm
what
sure
I mean?
it's the game, man.
Is the helmet staying on or is the helmet coming off? I want to know.
I feel like somebody like no clipped. They like hacked the game to look into the helmet, and there was just another helmet underneath of it. Like Master Chief, if you go behind the helmet in the game, it's just another helmet.
That would be fucking trippy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. So, all right, let's have a listen. It's game.
It's the game. The helmet's staying on. Helmet staying on.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it here for a sec. Why is that funny?
I just want to, because sometimes you want to see where it's going to get to, so you get a better idea.
But I have thoughts in my head that I want to get at. All right, no, we're gonna do it your way. Oh, now it's okay.
Oh, because I have thoughts.
Oh, no, you have thoughts, so it's okay to stop it. All right. What are your thoughts?
I don't know why the Halo is used. It feels like there's two different fucking songs happening here.
I agree with that.
Okay.
And they're both cool, but they are somewhat disconnected. They are in the same key at least. So I mean, it is, if you wanted to continue the Halo remix, you could definitely just sneak more of the Halo theme into the drop section. But I do feel like we had Halo, and then is it? What style is this?
Mid-tempo aggresscore?
Yeah. Aggresscore. Agrescore. Another thing that I kind of thought was cool at first, but then as it kept going, I kind of thought it wasn't cool, or I think that's the best way of saying it, is that there are these synth things. Hold on. Like right here. They're not in time. Like this is the start of the wub sound, and this is the kick or snare. And
is that intentional though?
Well, that's what I'm wondering, because it's cool sometimes, but there's some moments where I'm like, is that? I'm wondering if it's intentional.
Right, because it's doing like a shuffle. That's kind of.
Yeah, like right here. You can see the start of this sound and then the start of the snare at two different places.
Right.
I think it's cool, but maybe use it more sparingly. Right here, I bet you it happens again. Yeah.
Right.
It's like a flam.
I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Right. So if that's intentional, it's cool, but I think there's just some moments where it doesn't sound intentional. And I guess maybe if you love it, then keep it. And if not, maybe you just forgot to shift something one way or another. I think, like Josh said, the biggest issue with this so far is that the build up and the Halo part, and then we got this drop that doesn't really reference the Halo stuff until we get to the breakdown.
Yeah, like if there was stuff that was being chopped, like that you were using the Halo stab, like having like part of the Halo theme, like being stabbing or something through the track, or grabbing a stem of it and arping it, or I don't know what you're gonna do, but something. And if that was happening, then I guess maybe that would help tie it in. The good news is that while I couldn't say personally, I'm fond of having the original track and your track together. I'm kind of enjoying your track where it's at, and I feel like that there's something that's there that's kind of cool, and so there, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I think that's a good point too. Like the remix part of the track is the coolest part of the track. So like, does the Halo have to be there? Does it have to be a Halo remix? If you're really loving the Halo remix, then I think you need to include more Halo elements in the drop, and maybe just strip all the Halo stuff out and make it into its own track.
I think in summary, what we're pretty much saying is do your own fucking thing because it's dope.
I do think that the build-ups are a little basic. They're a basic bitch, as my girlfriend always says. All the elements are there. They're doing the right things. The drums are hitting faster as we're approaching the drop, but it's just kind of a bit cookie cutter. Like maybe try to be a little more interesting or have something that's not just like doubling the rate at which you're giving us drums.
I've got thoughts. Sometimes. I mean, it works still for Tim.
You have no shortage of thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the coolest part of the track is these drops. So maybe just run with that. But at any rate, thank you for setting. That was very cool. Let's check out Eswin. I met Eswin. We both met Eswin for the first time.
Good dude.
This past weekend in Michigan for our Grid Life Festival that we were playing, which was amazing.
And he's got definitely way cool hair.
He does have way cool hair. He does. Okay, let's check this one. It's called Together as One.
Is that him playing?
That is not a real instrument.
All right.
Oh, wait. He does have an acoustic guitar, but that does not sound real.
You sure?
It is fake guitar. It's pretty bad. That's what he said. Did Raham just reply to himself?
Maybe. I like the fills. Eswin's with us right now. Dude, why didn't you re-jam on the track that you submitted last week and then fucking send that? Because I wanted to see what you were gonna do with it. This is sweet, but I'm attached to last week's sesh and what you submitted, and I thought that we were gonna be able to get a glimpse of that. And then, you've been home for 24 hours or so, brother?
No. He literally just got home.
Right now?
Yeah, he just got home I don't know, half an hour ago.
What the fuck what was he doing?
He stayed an extra night.
Oh, and what happened? What happened there Sunday night? Was there more silent disco or something?
Wow, you're giving him a real hard time right now.
I'm down.
Okay, I do agree with Josh that the last track was amazing. I think this track right now, this is better. I don't really it's cool what you're doing, but the fake guitar and the fake strings, they need to be updated with better sounding instruments.
The pads sound really thick. I feel like it needs something more airy.
This part is dope. Like when it's building up. That snare's garbage, but. Well, what?
You can always. All right, never mind. I'm not gonna do that.
What?
I'm not.
That's the meanest thing that I've ever said on stream.
It's your show. I'm just here for what they're dressing.
It's from 2018, he says. Yeah, I think honestly, if you just went in and changed everything, it would probably be dope. And what I mean by that is change the sounds, but not what they're doing. Like the kick drum and the snare, I'm not a huge fan of. The pad I like, the arp I love. I think the arp is the best part of the track. I think it's just going in and replacing the kick drum with something a bit more modern or a bit more well suited. This one's really almost aggressive electro kick, but the track's not that aggressive. It is. Yeah, the kick sounds a little too evil or something for for what it's doing. But that arpeggio is amazing.
There's a story here. I feel like what happened, Esmond, while you were writing this? Where were you at?
What's wrong?
Were you in a mediocre place when you were writing?
I mean, there definitely could be some vocals here. It sounds like it wants vocals.
I like his fills that he's done these programming the track. That's pretty cool. I just saw the YouTube comments. Ghostface wants you to show a dope sidechain method.
Okay. Why is it funny?
Okay. That sidechain's dope.
Man, dopest sidechain method
Oh,
yet.
fuck that sidechain.
So what you're going to need to do is... Yeah, okay, so... I think, Eswin, there's some good stuff in here, but you need to open it up and really bring it up to 2022 Eswin standards. I think that's the biggest thing. And add vocals. Just go grab a vocalist and no big deal.
And finish that other track.
Biggest piece of advice on this track is go finish the other track.
That's not advice.
Honestly, I feel like if you had made this song in the past couple months, it would just be far superior, because I know that you do similar things with the kind of the bright melodic drops and stuff, but they just sound much better now. So if you want to fuck with it, open it up and rejuvenate with your 2022 skills. Okay. To quickly address, was it Ghostface?
Ghostface.
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 The way
From Scream.
the way I typically do sidechaining is with volume automation. I don't know if you use FL Studio or not. I'll just do a quick aside here. I usually just go create automation clip and then I go like this, hold shift, click it, and that way it'll stay at 0. Bring it over. And if we're doing, I don't know, if this is the kick drum, and then I go like this, and then I mold it to whatever I want it to sound
look at that
like.
curve.
And then I duplicate as needed.
Curve so sexy.
And then it goes like that. And then if I want to sidechain something else, I right click here and I do link to controller and I select that clip. And hey, now they're both doing it. And if I want to do another one, then I do it again and you get the idea. That's how I do sidechaining. I just find it easier because I can draw the exact shape that I want as opposed to trying to tweak attack and release and threshold settings to try and get something when I can just draw it myself. Okay, quick aside, we're going to move on to Westbrooks. Let's see if he can continue the every song I submit.
Is it Westbrook or is it Westbrook?
That's a question for Kyle. I don't know. Westbrook's Filthy Remix.
Do you see how it's spelled?
I do, yeah.
That doesn't give me an vibe. It gives me an vibe. West, right?
Yeah, okay, and how do you say bagel?
It's bagel. We know this.
All right, here we go. Westbrook's Filthy Remix of Critical Impact's Pitch Black.
Bagel.
What?
Bagel. So phonetically like
Bagel.
hammer on the nail head.
Bagel.
Bagel.
Car. Bagel. Car. Bagel.
Everything's silent.
This reminds me of the stuff we were showing me in the car.
Like
the old school drum
J
mix.
Magic remix
Yeah.
of Stand Clear.
It's got vibes.
Memo P and Andy C.
Pitch black.
Hello. Hi.
Pitch black. Everything's silent. Pitch black. 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 Pitch black.
have exactly 2 notes on this. One is that the vocals kind of get lost in certain parts, and the other is that it could probably be smashed a little bit harder in the master, and everything else sounds fucking dope to me. What about you?
Fucking original. Big compliment. I got thumbs and toes up in the air right now. You can't see my toes, and because there's a foot fetishist in the chat, I'm not going to show my feet. So this is the deal. I really like that a lot of the sounds that were selected and used aren't sounds that I'm hearing in everyday, like in drum and bass. This is very dope. A lot of the effects sounded 3-dimensional. That's really cool. I liked all of it. I'm gonna agree with Fowler. I feel like there's some elements that are not. It's not even just the master that needs to get hit. I would revisit the track and check out the mix in the song before it gets to master. Unless it was intentional, and if it is, and that was like an artistic choice to keep the drums where they're at that level, that's cool. But the drums are it's like a roller and a hitter at the same time, which is what I was really. That's the part that I was like, fuck, this is kind of it's going to 2 places, but at the same time, and it's working, right? So it's doing the rolling and it's doing the hitting, and so that's, I mean, it's really cool because of that. The drums that are happening, the Amen style break that's in the song, these drums, the percussion need to be looked at so that, you know, if you, again, unless it's that artistic choice where you're like, yeah, I like it, that smooth kind of, it's like almost like it's in background, not really.
The kick drum is like the size of my pinky finger, but I love it. Like I agree. Like I would be interested to see if it was maybe the size of my middle finger instead, right?
Right. That's an interesting finger to use.
Yes.
So that's what my comments are in regards to this track. I really like the arrangement. I really like the idea of the song. I would definitely have glow sticks, one in each hand, and firing them around, like
throwing them at Kavinsky.
You know, I would do the.
Oh wow! He doesn't whip that out very often.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's dope. At first when I heard the
dope.
drums, I was on the same wavelength. I was like, really? I feel like the drums could be a bit bigger. But then as the track went on, I was like, this is interesting. Like the kick drum is excruciatingly small, but that's kind of cool. But at the same time, maybe it would be even cooler if it was like medium sized. I don't know. Maybe experiment. Josh is right. It might be a mixed thing, but I honestly, I don't know. I think the mix is pretty good besides the vocals getting lost during certain parts. I think it really just needs a bit more of a smash on the master bus.
No sweat, Westbrook. Fuck you. You're onto something pretty cool. This is. I remember now having the conversation and asking where you were getting your inspiration from for drum and bass, because it sounds like to me you're onto something that's new and exciting, and drum and bass is in need of that. And so hit it, smash it, and go in that direction. Grow those wings and fly, my man.
Okay. All right. Good job. As always, thank you for submitting. We are moving on. Raham. Wow, this one's a shorty. Raham. That's what she said. Raham, did you get the other tracks? Are they somewhere? Where
This looks like a syringe. Look at this thing.
No. Eswin had the syringe track.
Did
I ever show you that? It was literally a syringe. I see it here. It's like a stubby syringe, but his was like if you tried to draw a syringe, it would have looked like his track. We called it the syringe track. In mod chat. Okay, cool. All right, well, we'll go through these and then we'll grab the last few that I missed. And how many are there, Raham? It's like 3 or 4. Anyway, while Raham's answering me, we're going to check this out. Okay, Vivo is in the chat. What I think about this is This would be so much cooler if you got rid of like that super saw bright thing in the background and just embrace the weirdness of like having a sub bass, having this blah 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 thing happening. Because when you have that super saw pad underneath of it, it just kind of blurs all of the weirdness and gives it kind of like a haze. So I don't know. What do you think? It's fucking weird.
I don't know. I'm not sure what it is, but it's not troubling me.
Yeah, I honestly, I would embrace the kind of, like I said, get rid of the pad or the super saw thing that blends everything together and just have like a sub bass. Like, embrace the weird uniqueness of this because there's definitely a very weird thing happening. I'm not sure if it does anything else. And maybe like get away from the ding 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 thing every once in a while. Give us a break from it so we have a chance to miss it and then give it back to us. I think going the entire time. But in terms of drop, I think you have started something cool and unique. And I think I have Josh. You got to get closer based on what I'm seeing in this viewfinder.
Sorry, here.
That's okay. Okay, very cool. Cool drop. I think try to embrace the deepness. Get rid of the super saw and get weird. You want to get weird with me? All right, here we go. Restart master demo. Master demo. That kind of sounds like an oxymoron, doesn't it? Like the unfinished finished track.
Sounds like somebody you'd meet in an orgy den. I am master demo.
Thanks. Good game. Well played.
I'm assuming this person is a big Savant fan. That's
That's what was going through my head.
that's what I'm just gonna go right there and feel like. So is and like that's great. Me too. Okay.
That was what you had to say.
Yeah.
Okay. The first thing that seemed weird to me was the chord. When you're doing your chord progression, there's 8 total chords, right? And then it repeats. The first 2 chords are fine. The second and third chords are kind of a little spicy in not a good way. And then the rest of the chord progression sounds good. So those chords 3 and 4 were kind of a little bit too jazzy for me. When it got to this part, the side chaining on the kick that happens at the start of every 4 quarter notes or every bar is kind of weird. It kind of threw me off because we have this huge snare, but we're not side chaining to the snare, but we are side chaining the snare to the kick. I feel like the side chaining choices are questionable in this section. It kind of sounds like it's hitting the master too hard or something, but I think it's just a sidechaining choice. Overall, I think sub bass levels are a little bit low, and if we look at this, let's see. Yeah. So if you look at this curve, you can see it's very bright, and then we do have a sub bass, but I feel like this should be more of a straight line, and I heard that before I saw it, and that's why I went and looked at the actual frequency response, because it kind of sounds like aggressive in the mid-range, but not a whole lot of stuff happening in the sub-range. It's definitely there. There's a sub bass. I think it might just be a matter of like turning it up. There's lots of really interesting stuff happening, cool electro. So maybe just look into that build up, the sidechain. Like I said, for me, it might be a personal taste thing, but the chord number 3 and 4 seems a little spicy for me.
Apparently, I'm looking like Robert Downey Jr. to your chat room.
Yes, I saw that as well.
Do you think I look like Robert Downey Jr.?
No.
Okay.
Also, I don't know about the vocal chop thing.
Does that mean I'm not Iron Man?
You're really stuck on this, aren't you?
I want to be Iron
You're
Man.
better than Iron Man. You're Titanium Man.
Ooh.
There you go. Doesn't rust.
You can't see what's happening underneath this table right now.
You're quite excited that I called you Titanium Man.
Ugh, I'm going to run with that.
Go for it. Okay. Oreonic, which is actually Monster, which is actually Tyler, who we met at Grid Life as well. We had Cody, who is Corrupt the Population. We had Ezwin, who is
His
Ezwin.
performance name, his artist name is Corrupt the Population?
Cody. Yeah, he makes like dubstep.
That's a fucking cool name.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we met Oreonic, we met Ezwin, and we met Corrupt the Population. They came to see us play in Michigan, which was awesome. And we're going to take a listen to Oreonic's track now. Sorry for doxing you, Tyler. I hope that's okay.
I mean, like in the middle of this track, we start talking about Robert Downey Jr. Is that
Like we
why?
started talking about his address and his phone number.
I'm just trying to adjust what's going on in the chat. Now someone's saying my superhero name is JELO Man.
Gentleman.
Gentleman?
Gentleman.
Not to be confused with gentleman.
Gentleman. Definitely not a gentleman. I don't know if anybody's ever called you a gentleman in your life. Oh yeah, sorry. Foyson is his solo project. So Foyson and then Corrupt the Population is Foyson and Brandon. I don't know if Brandon has a solo project, but that's one of his projects. Anyway, okay, here we go.
Can't do without you. Can't do without you. All I can't do without you. All I can't do without
Someone named Zealot in the YouTube chat said that a fun fact is that titanium is weaker than iron.
Titanium is more brittle than iron. I wouldn't say it's weaker. I don't know what the tensile strengths are. I could be wrong, but titanium is stiffer ductile iron bends where titanium would break. But per unit of weight, titanium is far stronger than iron, in my opinion. I could be wrong.
This is a very well produced piece of music right here.
Yes, I agree. I think that the vocal was kind of a half measure, like it's in there, but it's really buried, and you only kind of did it once or maybe twice. I think the biggest thing for me is the fact that it hasn't really evolved much over this. It feels progressive, but I don't feel like it's progressing, if that makes sense. Like you know what I mean? If I click around this entire drop, I don't really hear much differences. So I think, like Josh said, this is a very well produced, like really good sound design, really good mix and master. I think it's just a matter of now coloring it in a bit more. Like we need like a riser to let us know that we're going somewhere, or opening up a filter, or adding an element, or taking an element away, or something.
Is this melodic deep house?
Yeah, it's melodic, deep indie synth house trap.
We're going back to this indie thing with you, eh?
No, we're not.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like embrace the progressiveness. Let's have a listen.
Embrace the progressiveness of the melodic deep house.
Embrace the deep progressiveness of the melodic tech house drop beat bass. I don't know. We're just saying EDM words.
Can't do without you.
Nice. Yeah, that was cool.
It's fucking badass.
Yeah, like there's a lot of things that are going right for this. I feel like the vocals are kind of being treated as a background layer, which maybe that's what you're going for. I personally think that they should be more of a feature on the track, like featured more up front in the mix. But to me, I would love to hear what it would sound like if it built up and it dropped into a super simple, like get rid of all the crunchy, all the airy stuff, just like really get into the deep, the kick drum and the bass layer, maybe a single tiny hi-hat or something, and then bring all that stuff back in. I think that would be dope, because we're so used to hearing all this crazy percussive, all this busy stuff in the top end. I think if like the second drop maybe built it up, and then when it dropped for the second time, it was like just like do, or maybe just the arpeggio with no delay or anything, just like dry arpeggio, kick drum, sub bass, and a small clap, and then bring all that the more kind of busy stuff back in. I think that would be a really cool moment. Anything else?
There's like I'm with you. I feel like there's not really I'm not talking about the actual breakdown of the song, but it feels like there's no break from the music. A moment to let the bass and the drums roll for a sec to get to a place. So if anything, I would just say maybe it's it's an opinion, but you could look at the arrangement and maybe get to a spot in the arrangement where you could bring this breakdown on, right? And then also thinking about how you'd be able to get out of the track. If we're looking at the arrangement here, just before 105, it looks like the track kind of dips out and says peace. And instead of dipping out and saying peace, maybe we let that drum and bass just run for a second. I don't mean drum and bass, the genre. I actually mean like the drums and the bass.
Right. Yeah, that sounds like the end of a set, not like going into something else. If you were to DJ it. Yeah, I think Josh and I both said the exact same thing. Like, there's so much good stuff here that I kind of want to hear the individual parts on their own a bit in certain sections, so I can kind of, just like Josh said, like the kick and the bass and maybe that arpeggio or something.
Because there's a vibe I'm listening at because they're really great, and there's a vibe that can happen with that. That's why.
Yes. Other than that, I mean, everything that's there sounds great. It just, the arrangement and the writing could be maybe a little bit more exciting in terms of keeping our attention, I guess, is the big thing. Okay, cool. We got Lol Step Loop. My expectations are skyrocketed at this one. Here we go.
Vibes.
Bleed UK says, this sounds like I'm high.
Me too. Let's go.
Honestly, I think if this had a hip hop snare instead of a dubstep snare, it would be at least 10 times better. What do you think?
I don't really have a lot of complaints over this. I think this is fucking rich in vibes right now. I'm having a good time.
Okay.
That snare's too rocky for you? The snare too rocky for you?
Yeah, it doesn't fit the vibe to me.
Really?
Like everything else is kind of hip hoppy, but that snare is like trying to like get
Rock?
me hyped. Well,
Right. I see where you're at.
yes.
But at the same time, what if this was like a jam band, like that's like going like reggae rock?
it still wouldn't have that snare. That snare is.
Explain Red Red Wine, or something from UB40.
I don't know what you were talking about.
Whoa.
Those words meant nothing to me. Hold on. Let me just like grab like a random hip hop snare or something. Not that. Let's do this. Maybe this. This is kind of halfway between the thing you got. I mean, okay, we got to ignore the fact that the music drops out there, but
Right.
I'll try to patch it up. I don't know. It's a bad snare. That snare that
I was
did
about to
was a
say
bad
that's
snare.
not
No.
a good thing.
Anyway, just like I think everything is hip hop and weird and vibey and trippy, but the snare is just like trying to be dubstep.
I'm on the opposite ends of things. We're gonna be brotherly love, but within disagreements. So I'd leave things as they are. I think it's doing what it needs to do, and it's in a place that's dope. It's a dope place to be in.
Okay. Maybe the difference is that you've been hitting that vape pen and I haven't.
Oh, okay. Here,
No, I'm good. I really like when that open hi-hat comes in.
and then takes it away. Yeah.
As soon as I said it.
So yeah, it was like, you like that, do you? Like, fuck you, Fowler. You told me to change my snare. No fucking hi-hat ride for you, bro.
This seems like something they play in the forest at like a side stage.
There is like a late night cruise vibe to this. You know?
Right. Okay, let's fast forward. I feel
It's
like
fun. It's just, I'm not taking it serious. It's not like too heavy or anything. It's just it's like, hey.
that's definitely a cool part too. I like that.
I don't feel like it's overproduced. I don't feel like it's trying to show off. It's not look at me and here's some tricks. It's just like, here's this fucking dope vibe. Peace.
Peace. Hope you enjoyed. Peace. I think I was starting to get bored around the 69th bar there.
Only you would get bored at 69.
That's so funny.
I know, right?
That's really good. Yeah. Maybe just something simple, like Josh said, don't overproduce it, but like just like another element to give me something new, tasty to chew on for a second, you know. Okay, I think it's like Josh said, cool vibe. I would change the snare to something a little bit less like dubstep, but that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
Who
I
the
don't.
fuck are the Borgendorf twins?
Where do you see this?
Oh, Raham, UK. Is that like an English thing? The Borgendorf twins?
Bogdanov?
Bogdanov? I'm not even reading it right.
Borgenorf.
I'm over here. You're like
there's not a single R in this name, and you called it Borg.
From back here, the Borg. They're the Borg twins. I just go Borg twins.
Borgdanov.
Borg.
That could be our alias.
We are Borg.
That could be. That's funny. We could do an alias where we release trippy hip hop late night forest side stage music under.
You're gonna have to honestly it'd be like pulling testicle hairs off when you try and make music. I can appreciate it, but I don't have a strong desire to be. You know what? Right now is a good time to coast.
Coast.
I mean, this feels like it's coast. I want it. I want to listen to it, but I don't want to make it, which is fine.
And that's coasting.
Feels like it's coasting.
Okay. Well, if he ever changes his mind, we'll make the Borgenorf twins as our side alias. We'll make trippy hip hop music with dubstep snares. Okay, Coturb Alive.
Loving you, baby, all night. I don't know how to love you in no time. We are meant to be nothing but a dream. Loving you, baby, all night. I don't know how to love you in no time.
Hallmark cards for that perfect inspired moment.
What?
Hallmark.
This is a Hallmark moment.
Hey, the sword got drawn. It was serious time. We're gonna draw swords now. Go back to that. Go back. Can we rewind it for a real quick sec?
It's like they're at the Hallmark store, but they unsheath a sword and strike the cashier
Yeah,
down.
like, you know what? I like this card, but it's not great. It's not a great card, you know. And then in comes the Kavinsky.
I'd be interested to hearing this with a 4 to the floor kick.
I'm saying nay. Again, another situation where I'm feeling that vibe of what's going on here, and it's like, it's like, listen, this is totally like, I don't much, again, another situation, like, I don't know what this is, and that's not a bad thing. And when I say that, that's not a bad thing. I'm just like, I don't know what this is.
Okay, so let me explain, I guess, where I was coming from when I said that. When the snaps happen, I feel like I feel like it's a loss of energy every time. So maybe that, I think I was trying to solve that with suggesting the 4 to the floor to have the kick underneath the snap, but maybe it just needs like a little, like, I don't know.
Are you dancing to this, or are you again like watching the sunrise as you're driving along in your car at 5:45 in the morning?
Well, I'm not trying to headbang. It's just
No, it's not supposed to be that thing. I don't think. I mean, even the vocal stabby things that are popping in and out. Like this is like a floating, like, I just fucking smoked the dopest hybrid ever, and it's time to fucking go.
Okay. I think the vocals are kind of getting buried a bit.
The vocals are definitely being buried.
Yeah. In In fact, everything that's not the bass is bare. I think it's not everything else's problem. It's maybe the bass is just too loud. Because if you look at the waveform, what we're seeing is literally the bass line, right? Like there's no bass note here, and you can see how much smaller it is.
Supposedly we are especially snarky today.
I don't know what that means.
I understand what that means. And you know what? I think you're right.
Snarky to one another? Snarky?
No, just in
snarky.
general. It's like you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Snarky.
That's okay. We're fucking human. Sometimes you're fucking snarky. I mean, you know?
That is very true.
It happens. One on the vape pen. One not dynamic is really working.
All right, we're ready. Oh my god, what? Some of those bass notes are maybe a little too low, like maybe bump them up the octave or something. I don't know. Maybe don't listen to me.
That's a weird thing to ask your audience to do.
What? Don't listen to me?
Yeah, don't listen to me. But
Don't
they're
listen.
here. Like, don't fucking listen. Don't.
Yes,
Just,
it's kind of a weird thing for a musician.
it
to say.
reminds me, it's like, what was that scene in my favorite breakup movie, Forgetting Sarah Marshall? Have you seen this movie?
Yes.
If you've ever just broken up with somebody, the ultimate movie to watch is Forgetting Sarah Marshall, in my opinion. And then there's who's Ant-Man? Paul Rudd. He's in this movie and he's trying to teach him how to surf, and he's like, "Okay, pop up, do nothing. Pop up." Do you remember this? The scene I'm talking?
I don't remember
okay,
this, no.
Do nothing. Pop up.
Pop up. Don't listen to me.
Right.
Okay, well, let's say it. Overall, it's super unique, cool vibes. I think the bass line is overpowering everything. We can clearly see in this waveform when the bass is happening and when the bass isn't happening. And that's not to say that the bass can't be the loudest thing. It's just I feel like it's overshadowing the other elements. Anything to add?
Coffee. It's good.
Coffee is good. That's what you wanted to add, eh?
I was okay with this because I'm not really quite sure where it is or where it could be placed, and I guess when the drum bass came in, I was like, all right, I guess it's time for you to pick things up. So, I mean, it sounded all right. There's some stuff that I guess I would change. It's nothing like super hardcore. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this.
Okay, cool. Thanks for sending. We got two more, and then three more in the mods chat. Let's go grab those mods. Oh my god,
What's going on?
this is now a sticker. Wait. How do I do stickers? Oh no, stickers. We got this, and now we got this. That's dope.
Wow.
Thank you, whoever made that. This is okay, cool. So I'm gonna grab these right now.
I like the sticker, Espen. Thank you.
Yes, very, very neat and cool. I'm gonna make a new folder to make it easy.
How do I get that sticker? How do I add that sticker? It could only probably be used in Discord. Am I right?
No, we should print it off and put it on our laptops.
That sticker?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Send me the sticker and then I'll make some. I'll actually make real stickers. Okay?
And Eswin did make it. He cut it out.
And yeah, maybe we should have it and be like, this is Eswin, but it's not really you. You know what I mean? And then it's
I
not,
don't even know what that means at all. No.
It's not really even that funny.
Okay. Not only is it not funny, but it doesn't make sense. All right, let's go grab these new tracks. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to show you the syringe track so you know what we're talking about.
Okay, I get to see a waveform that looks like a syringe.
Yes,
Today is my lucky Monday.
day.
Yep.
Here it is. Oh, wait, it's backwards.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Look at this.
You know, it's either that or like a missile, a rocket. It's a rocket, and this is the
This is the flame
yeah,
coming
the
out of
exhaust.
it?
Yeah, it is. right?
This is the flame, this is the rocket, and this is the note.
It's SpaceX on the way to Mars.
Oh my god.
We can see it clearly now.
Hilarious. Okay, which one didn't I get? Vorticity? No, I got that one. Alright, let's do it this way. There we go. Ram. Okay, where are we at? We're at King Twinkle. Twinkle. Yeah, Twinkle?
I like King Twinkle better.
That's a dope name.
King
Yo,
Twinkle.
The girls call me Queen Twinkle. Jesus! Holy shit.
It's not like last week where someone tried to fucking murder us through our headphones. It was like, here's a track.
Oh my god, this sounds like it sounds like the Magic School Bus start. My god.
No, listen, it sounds like I've taken bad acid is what it sounds like. It sounds like the dealer sprayed it with Windex too many times and it was like, and then I stuck it on my tongue and it burned a little bit, but I saw it through because I want to be like, so it's like, that.
Windex.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a hell of a drug.
This is insane. Oh, what?
I mean, it's not killing me. Like the other time I had to literally flip my fucking head. Last week I flipped my headphones off. I'm sure if that episode still archived, if it is, then I'll be like,
You know what the craziest thing about this is, though? Watch this. This is one sub bass away from actually being a pretty dope drop. Like the weirdest fucking shit. But if it just had a sub bass, I don't know what key it's in. It doesn't matter. Let's just say it's a G.
this is the only time you're ever going to hear Fowler say that it doesn't matter what key is something in. Everyone take note.
Oh my God.
It's a special moment right now, live and direct from Twitch.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, we're on YouTube too.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not ignoring YouTube. Still love you. You're my favorite
Yeah.
video site.
You know what I mean? Like it,
Raham, what do I know?
yeah, I think it's very strange musically. Like Josh said, it sounds
Windex core. Absolutely, that's what this is.
Windex score.
Windex core.
It just
From Res Music. He called it. They called it.
Yeah, needs a sub bass. Add a sub bass, embrace the weirdness. It's in a chromatic key. All of the notes, yeah. Okay, cool. Very weird. I like weird, and that was very weird. Jonah Walker, Cloud City.
That's a Star Wars reference.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Lando Calrissian, Empire Strikes Back. Let's fucking go.
I think the biggest thing holding us back right now is that you have smashed the master. Like this.
I'm not. I also. It's kind of. It is hurt. I'm not trying to be an asshole. It's hurt my ears a little bit. What have you done to the video?
I just flipped it because it's killing my battery, so I inverted. This isn't what it looks like to them.
So they don't see that.
No.
But you've inverted your battery. What did you just say? What the fuck did you just?
This is what I have done. Well,
It looks like we're overexposed.
No, it's inverted. Blacks are whites, whites are blacks, and all the colors, greens are reds, and all that shit, right? So my battery is at 16% on my phone, and this was all white, which uses more power. So I inverted the screen so that it's mostly black because it's not lighting up those pixels.
You don't want to just plug a charger in?
How am I going to plug a charger in and have it sit like this?
Let it rest on the charger?
That hurts my soul.
That doesn't do shit. It's a fucking cord.
Do you?
No, I'm out.
Okay,
I'm
I was just
I've
wondering like
You
where you got your
You got
electronics.
It's all good.
Diploma from.
Yep, that's great.
Okay.
All right.
So getting back to this track, I think it's very smashed. Like if you zoom out, we can't even see a waveform. It's literally filled in, right? So again, I say this quite often. Don't try to be super loud.
Oh, wait.
What?
Bleed UK.
What?
Firstly, it's a Gen 541. Am I reading that right? So you want I think you got to drop it into Fowler's Discord.
Oh,
Is a place for submission for the tracks, but I don't think we're gonna get to it today. And then I'm not here next week. I don't think I'm appearing again maybe until August.
Yeah, I'm going back home. We're in
Right.
Toronto right now.
Yeah, so which is gonna make me sad. We won't stream the crying. and
crying will
then
stream.
Bleed UK. This is a PAX unit. I don't know if you can. Is that too close?
No, it's fine. It's just there's a delay.
And it's got that logo so that you know, and they've got exclusive pods that go into it. And it's called a PAX Era Pro. There you go. The show is
Sponsored. Oh, we didn't do a sponsor. This is the first time I did do a sponsor.
It's sponsored by coffee.
Okay.
Any fucking coffee.
Anything at all. Except that one convenience store that we stopped at to pee on the way back from the States near London, Ontario.
I mean, I didn't go into that
I
spot.
did.
You actually went in there?
I didn't go into the bathroom. I saw it though. It looked like a 1970s closet.
Why did somebody go inside of it? I mean, you have to really be like, I'm about to lose my bladder and bowel control to use that washroom. Be like, if I don't use it, trouble.
It's gonna be dirtier. That's the only time you would get dirtier than going in that bathroom is if you actually shit.
I'm gonna have to do laundry immediately.
I'm leaving my clothes on the side of the road.
Yeah. Help me get these stains out of my clothes.
I don't even know how the fuck we got onto this topic.
Oh, it's a bad bathroom.
Oh, because of coffee. Because we drove for solo while Josh
I said
drove
coffee,
for
and then
so
you
long.
think of bathrooms.
I thought because I was going to get coffee at that convenience store, but after hearing the horror story of the bathroom, I decided to not do anything at that store.
And I said that sometimes, if you walk into a bad bathroom scenario, no matter how bad everything is pushing and giving you that alarm, that bodily alarm that's going, it's now, dude, it's now. We've all had that alarm. Be like, now, that's the alarm. You might see something, be like, also, it's like, that's okay, I'm just going to crawl back inside. We don't have to do this now. We don't have to do this. Because you get the visual of it. You're like, that's wrong. I don't, how the fuck did this happen? Like, you know what I mean? And sometimes I see a bad bathroom and I wonder to myself, how is this even possible? Like, who systematic,
How is there shit on the ceiling?
Right, or like carefully placed, wrapped log that goes right around the chair.
It somehow invaded the flush.
I don't get it. I mean, I understand, maybe, if you do miss, whatever happened to, I'm gonna wipe this away. What if you're single and your, dream person is at the other end because they're having that emergencies going off in their body, and you did something terrible in that washroom. You didn't say, I'm not wiping that. Ew, it's public. Fuck them. You can be like, open the door, and there that person is. And they know it was you.
No,
and then your chances are spoiled.
No, it was the person before me.
Right,
Yeah.
that's a likely lie. That wasn't me. I sat down on that log.
Oh, God. Okay.
I know. That was,
We digress.
yeah, bad.
There's a lot of density in the chords. Musically, there are some stuff that's clashing, and I think the limiter situation is just I'd rather have to turn my headphones up than turn them down, I guess is a good way of putting it. So let's take a listen to the breakdown.
Wait a second. Why the fuck do closed pod systems suck ass? Have you tried it?
He was using
Have you
Dual.
tried this specific closed pod system?
No, he used Dual.
And you're in the UK, you're not in Canada, you don't know what
Read
we've
the rest
got.
of the message.
It was genuinely hell using a jewel for the... Oh, I don't use nicotine products.
I burned through like a 4-pack of pods. Oh, thanks, Res Music. Subscribe with Prime. Thank you. That's wicked.
Sick. Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Juul. I don't hit it, and it's bad.
You quit it.
I did quit it.
Yeah.
I'm officially at 6 months without nicotine, like as of June 1st.
That's great. I'm at like 34 years.
You can go fuck yourself. Yeah. There you
Not
go.
to downplay your achievement.
No, throw me under a fucking bus. It's okay. Be like, I'm fucking perfect, and you're fucking bullshit. Yeah, thanks.
All right, let's listen to this breakdown real quick and see if there's any other advice we can get. This is kind of matching the vibe outside right now.
This is vibe match. The gray skies.
Yeah, like right here. There's the bass and the chords. There's something musically clashing. But I think the biggest thing is the fact that you are slamming this through a limiter on the master bus. So maybe dial that back a bit and reevaluate the notes in your chords. Okay, finally we're getting on to Bleed with a track called Murder. So this sounds like it's going to be interesting. The queue is not open. Basically how this works is I download as much as I can before I start the the stream.
Wow.
Yeah. And then anything that gets submitted after, I include in next week's stream. So we do this usually every Friday. So there'll be another one coming up on Friday. Just doing it Monday because we're in Toronto.
And we were also on tour.
And we were on tour on Friday.
That's
so,
how we didn't. Yeah.
Yes.
It stopped things.
It got in the way because there was no internet service where we were at. So.
Well, we were also in a car that we drove a great distance. It would have been a challenge to like stop somewhere and do the stream.
Yes.
Right.
Anyway, so if you want to submit for next week, drop it in my Discord server, discord.gg/FWLR music, and the instructions are on there, and we'll have a listen to it on Friday. Okay, let's take a listen to Bleed Murder.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was a cold-blooded, premeditated murder.
We need a doctor. Look at his face.
So, okay, first thoughts for me is everything was super cool here except that plucky thing in the background. Everything sounds kind of badass in like a noir style movie or kind of like crime. It sounds like crime, but then you have this pluck that sounds like it's from Tropical House. So I feel like just losing the pluck is maybe the way to go. The second thing that stuck out to me is that the snare drum, the wub wub thing is not getting sidechained to the snare drum, and the snare drum sounds quite weak because of that. it's getting sidechained to the kick either. I don't know if there's any sidechaining.
Someone's asking if you like Among Us.
Among Us.
I'm pretty sure he's trying to say Among Us, but he just typoed.
Nope, that's how people spell it.
Is it really?
It's a joke thing.
Is it?
Yeah, Among Us.
Like
Yeah.
the same way that Morbius should have been a TV show?
I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with that meme to
Do you
tell
know that all that terrible stupidity that you told me about with Morbius made the studio re-release it into the theater, but it fucking did even worse than the first time around? And the studio was confused because it was like, well, all of you were saying that you were liking this movie, so we put it back in like for another short
That is
theatrical run. This is
incredible.
serious. This really happened, and then obviously like it failed again.
That is such a Morbius moment.
All right.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Jared Leto.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you have to like all the movies he does.
No, I'm not saying I don't think Morbius was a good movie. I liked how it started.
I did not watch it.
Okay.
I don't think there is any sidechain. I think that plus that innocent sounding pluck is the biggest thing. I feel like this is a dope kind of, would you call this hands up drum and bass? Is that what this is called? I don't know what that means.
Hands up drum and bass.
I feel like that's an actual genre.
No, jump
up.
Jump up.
Jump up? I don't know. Hands up.
And
might
I
be
don't
too.
know if I would label this as jump up. Maybe it's got a nod towards jump up, but I don't think it's exactly jump up.
Okay.
And here's a situation where I mean I might sound a bit like a broken record because what's that old school expression? Is you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. And
Yes.
and so I'm saying that because I like the idea of the bass line and the drums. And I feel like if all the other synths were dropped out, because I see Bleed in the comments saying to go easy on him because this is an older track, and if that's the case, then there's something here. I don't know about a lot of the other musical elements that are included. Like I guess the overall melody, if you will, maybe that could go, sure. But the drums and the bass and all that stuff, I feel like there is some dope shit there. So. I mean, maybe take a look at it again and it can be redone.
Yeah, I think revisiting the drums and the side chaining. It's pretty dope though. I think it does surprisingly well considering the lack of side chaining. You know, like it's not like wow, that's not side chained. Because at first I thought it was just the snare that wasn't side chained. GB Games, you can submit for. I have another one coming up on Friday. We're done for well, we're not done, but we're done taking submissions for today. But go on my Discord server. It's discord.gg/FWLR Music. I think there's a link at the top of the page. Hi, Arya. Okay. I really like the siren-y thing. I like the darker kind of hip hop vibes, but the stuff that kind of goes against that, like the plucks and stuff, I'm not a huge fan of. Also, if I skip through these 3 sections, I'm hearing the same kind of top loop, like with the ride or whatever, the Amen kind of break. I think maybe dropping that out at some point and bring it back in. It's kind of a cool technique to see what your drops, what the variety is like. If you just like listen and click through the different drops and listen for things that are the same. So like that is going the entire time. I think you could maybe take that out at some point, but. Overall, cool track, sidechain, revisit drums, and maybe take out that pluck that kind of just doesn't fit to me. All right, we're getting down to the last 3 here.
Whoa, that was fast.
Yes, we had a good chunk, 15 of them. Vorticity.
Oh, wait a second. How long have we been streaming for? An
This
hour
is-
and a half?
Yes, this is New Brunswick time.
I know, but I'm just saying, like we're in this 90-minute zone every time we get together and we do this. So your show's typically a little bit faster.
No, I do almost exactly 90 minutes every time.
So
Somehow.
I'm adding nothing to this at all. Okay,
No
good.
value
Gotcha.
at all.
No fucking value.
No.
Okay.
All right. Acheron, I don't know how to say that. Yes, I renamed it. This is the one from last stream. Okay. notes were from last time.
Me neither, but whatever is happening is sounding pretty great.
Yeah. I feel like hopefully our notes helped and something was solved. I'm not hearing any glaring issues. I do find that the at this point when the hi-hat comes in, I know this is kind of nitpicky, but the single kind of upbeat hi-hat by itself just kind of, I'm just like am picturing a sample of a hi-hat when I hear that. I feel like maybe like kind of like a lo-fi breakbeat thing or something would maybe be a bit more interesting than just like the upbeat hi-hat. But besides that. I think it's pretty dope. I don't have a lot of concerns.
I've got really not much to say about this. It's sounding rather stellar.
Okay. Very cool. Actually, you know what? We only have one left because this one was just the syringe track. Oh
Really?
my god.
Is this the end?
Yeah. Wait.
So, oh, look at you. Wow. Is that for the stream? Everyone got to see that magic? That's Fowler's best trick. Let's see it one more time. Oh.
All right. Rayhem. Ahi. For some reason,
That was like the lowest common denominator of humor we could have attempted.
that was the lowest form of comedy.
Yeah,
Yes,
there
and that
we
is
go.
the point that I'm at.
I mean,
in my
at
life.
the same time, has anyone really put two waveforms together in such a fashion? On
You know,
stream?
this might be a first.
That could have been.
I might be a pioneer.
That might be new ground broken on Twitch.
Oh, here we go. We can watch it now. It's coming up.
Wait. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at this genius. Oh, look. Oh, wow. That's very good. Okay.
All right. So let's listen to Rayhem's track.
The world looks like a scary place, and you just need to find a sweet escape. I know you wanna run and hide, but the freedom lives inside. Let's keep
that the 303 didn't come in at full effect.
So here's I mean I don't know if I would have changed up the vibe from the 4/4 into let's go drum and bass step. That's just me. I feel like firstly like the first half of this, there's so much dope stuff happening with the track as well. So I don't know where the vocal comes from. The vocal is super cool. Everything about the song is sitting exactly where it needs to be. The vibe is great, and it's touching on raga, it's touching on bass house, it's touching on tech house, and it's touching a bit on progressive as well. So it's got a blender thing happening, which is always wonderful. Here's my thoughts. My thoughts are the melody itself, because even though this isn't like a really crazy punch you in the face element type, that's not what's happening in the song. It's like a smooth operator, this track, and so with that being said, though, there is an aggressive thing that's also happening. So aggressive smooth. It's the oxymoron of all things.
Aggressive smooth.
Yeah. And
I know what you mean, though.
And so when I'm listening to the actual musical elements of the song, not so much the percussion or any of the stuff that's doing beat driven action for the track, I'm thinking about overdrive. I'm thinking about distortion. I'm thinking about how to make these sounds crispier. Right, so that there's like a sizzle that's on it, and if that happened, I feel like that would make it perfect. Right now, it's super fucking dope, and then for me to get to that place of and again, it's
What's above super fucking dope?
Perfect.
Perfect. I think it has too much reverb. I think that might. I think that might also address partially Josh's note too. Because the reverb's kind of dulling everything, smearing everything.
It's weird. You think there's too much?
I think there's too much.
I agree with you. I'm gonna say there might be too much reverb as well. And it's not the reverb won't fix it. I feel like maybe an overdrive on it would help it.
I said partially fixed.
Okay.
I just want to reiterate.
Well, no problem.
I was excited when the 303 line came in. I was like, "Ooh, where's this gonna go?" But then the switch up was that it turned into a drum and bass thing. I feel like the switch up for the second half of the track could be that it has the 303 in it.
Go acid.
Yeah, it's still floor to the floor,
acid.
same tempo, but now it does an acidy kind of thing, and that's the development that we need for the second half of the track.
Yeah, I'm not saying like higher state of consciousness, like freak out, but acid.
I think that's about it. Less reverb, a bit more bite on the bass line, and embrace the acid that you teased us with. Unless maybe it comes in over here or something. Oh wow, we're doing another switch up. I mean, switch ups are cool, but I don't know. The track was cruising along, and I think that the 303 and another minor percussive tweak or something like that is really all you need to set the second half of the track up for success.
Well, I've seen your comment in replying to what we're saying, Ram. You could take your piss out and instead finish it up the way we're suggesting and maybe release it. How about that?
There you go. I think that's a great idea.
There you go.
So that's it for people.
Where do you send the whips?
What's that?
You're getting asked again where you can send the whips. I feel like you need to attach a sticker.
It is, and normally
is there a sticker attached to the stream that people can see?
There's a thing. There is an channel info thing, and normally when I stream from the studio, I have my OBS set up to give that information.
Right,
Yeah,
but you're not in the
I'm
studio
on the
right
laptop,
now,
yeah.
so instead you just got to repeat yourself again.
Yeah, it's
okay,
fine.
Go.
To submit, go to
okay.
discord.gg/FWLR music. It's FWLR music. And there's instructions there. So we've done all of these tracks. Should we show them one of the tracks that we've made this week?
I'll tell you what. If we're gonna do that, let's go right now. And we won't say which.
I already know what you're gonna say. I'll do it.
Okay.
Don't even
I'm
tell
happy
me.
you.
Don't even tell me.
I'm not. I'm just saying. And let's not say which way either of us leans. That's what I was gonna say.
Yes.
Okay.
Agreed.
And hear what they've got to say.
Okay.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We've got. Well, there's actually 4 tracks altogether. 2 are FWLR remixes for big hits, Existentia and How We Win. They were done for our set at Grid Life, because we wanted to make the tracks fit in a certain fashion in our set. Also, Nick's idea was to have the tracks obviously not be the same track, so that the set would have, I guess, a bit more of a special whammy action to it. So I'm not wrong though, and so I think that these things should get released. Both of these remixes are dope, and then Nick and I made 2 new tracks as well. So there's 4 tracks altogether. I think we should play all 4. We don't have to play them right through. At least let them hear the drops for the remixes. In fact, I think you should do the remixes first.
Okay.
Let's just hear the drops real quick for the remixes.
Okay. All right.
Great.
You're the man with the plan. How We Win remix and
Got a plan like Joker from Dark Knight's got a plan.
Existentia. Where's the actual one? Oh, I hate this. Ableton creates these files. Makes it so. There we go. Okay.
Oh, someone else said their stuff crashed and they want to know, can they submit? Yes, you can submit on Fowler's Discord.
There we go. Check the information in the channel. I will review the next one, or anything that's submitted after this will get reviewed the next stream.
All right, so yeah, don't play the whole track. They don't need to hear how it. They just need to hear. Let's give them like 45 seconds, which
Let's
is
give
like
them
a
the
bit
same that we gave the set. We'll do the breakdown.
they're gonna get the drop, right? That you're doing Existentia
The
first.
breakdown into the second drop.
Intriguing.
Do you not want to do that?
I think it's an idea. It's not the. Okay, sure, go for it.
Okay.
Do it. I had nothing to do with these remixes.
It's got a very extended build-up because we built it for the set. So that's a little taste.
So
of
that's
that one.
essentially. I'm seeing comments flowing already. People are already loving it. Yeah, it's wild. I feel like with this remix and the other remix, Fowler took some nods from Knife Party and amped it up. It's like added some steroid juice and made it rock and roll to Existentia. And I can't wait for y'all to hear How We Win. Also, I'm seeing comment from.
Sebastian.
Sebastian
Grid Life,
240?
Yes, Grid Life set is going to probably be uploaded tonight, honestly.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get up tonight.
Okay. How We Win remix.
This is how we rock.
Oh, from the beginning, hey? Just
What?
gonna give them right from the get-go. You can actually get. I mean, like.
Here we go.
Yeah.
How We Win remix from some random spot.
This is how we win. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we rock.
Wait till y'all hear this drop. This drop is fucking insanity. Imagine yourself a peak hour in a venue and this happens.
This is how we rock. This is how we. This is how we win. This is how we.
that was that.
There's your teasers.
Now there's something that you guys have to do to solve a bet between Josh and I. I think we bet $20. Although I don't know if this is the deciding factor. We have to wait till we put it up.
Yeah,
and see.
that's right. But it's good to see these in elections. What do they have? Like the preliminaries?
Yes, the
right.
poll.
Here we go.
This is the poll.
Here's the polls. Okay. So, and we're not going to say which one's which. So it's either track 1 or track 2. Let us know how you're going to vote. We're going to talk about this again real quick. Yeah, do we go right from the get-go?
I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, like the song is what, less than 4 minutes, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Pay my bills, sex no frills. Text you back for a snack. Eat this pill, have a thrill. Hit the floor, rave some more. Rave some more, 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 rave some more. Rave some more. Rave some more. Pay my bills, sex no frills. Text you back for a snack. Eat this pill, have a thrill. Hit the floor, rave some more. Rave some more, rave some more. Rave some more, rave some more. Rave some more, rave some more. Rave some more. Pay my bills, sex no frills. Text you back for a snack. Eat this pill, have a thrill. Hit the floor, rave some more. Rave some more.
Okay. Did you not hear Fowler yells fuck? It's like great. It's right there.
Right there.
All right, so that's one of them, and then this is the competitor. This one's called
The competitor.
the competitor. Yes. My 303 wants to bang me.
My 303 wants to bang me.
303 wants to bang me. Bang me. Bang me. Bang me. My 303 wants to bang me. Bang me. Bang me. Bang me. My 303 wants to bang. Bang me. 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 My 303 wants to bang me.
So those are the two tracks.
Okay, how would you vote? As which one do you think is the
Rayham is for Rave.
Rave some more.
Lucky Curse is for 303.
Oh, okay. So it's even score so far.
Even score so far. The 303 is. It's funny. The 303 is such a fucking weird subculture. Yeah, it's like a weird Roland box that all of a sudden has millions of people in love with it.
Rave some more.
Yeah, it's this. He said this. He doesn't have more than one vote.
He can't vote twice.
He just spams.
Yeah, why don't he go for a third time?
303 is winning. All right, let's cut it off there. 303 won.
Sounds like the Ontario elections that just happened.
Yeah. Anyway, I like I like the both, but I like the 303 track better. I made the Oh no, he's spamming. Okay.
But what happened after 303 was selected? Oh, and then Rave some more. That means the same person that's writing that. I can't read the name from here. Has split decision. I use my 303 not only as a synth, but also like a pet.
That is really weird in the context of this song.
It's only weird if they have a pet bed, like one of those dog or cat beds. You know what I'm talking about? Like those pillows that go on the floor, and if you put your 303 in it.
Okay, that is very strange, yes.
Or if you put a leash on it and took it for a walk down the street.
Oh, I feel like you're wasting like $5,000 doing that.
I mean, not if you put it like a radio flyer cart with wheels. And then...
Just show it off to the neighbors.
But you should also simultaneously like strap it down so no one just like yoinks it out of the back of your radio flyer.
Yes, I feel like that's definitely a necessity.
Okay.
All right, well, that was a 2-hour stream, 2-hour JELO special.
Hey, thank you very much, and thanks for having me on again.
No problem. Anytime.
Right? I'm not going to be back with you guys for weeks, many weeks.
That's
like
right.
Several.
Yes, but
which sucks.
If you want to submit, if you missed the cutoff for this one, remember to go to my Discord server and pop some tracks in there. We'll have a listen next week, or actually this week, Friday. We do it every Friday, except today is Monday, which is confusing. Thanks for hanging out. It's always a pleasure. And thank you to our sponsor, which is coffee.
Oh, Esmond wants to know which one was your favorite. Nick's voting for 303, and I'm voting for Rave Some More.
I also made 303 sitting in this exact position, and Josh was sitting across from me in the dining room. So that's an interesting fact. Anyway, you guys have a good day, and we'll see you on Friday. Or I will see you on Friday. Bye.